And to have this conversation with me this morning is Pastor Yulene and Daniel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Salama.
Kabisa.
I love well, I will try be here, but girl child, boy child, when we fika studio. And there's so many questions. And kabla tuanze, please, Pastor Yulene, introduce, and then Daniel. What it is that you do?
I'm Pastor Yulene Miranda Igobwa. I'm a debriefing counselor, and I'm also a pastor, a visionary of Wellsprings of Life International. I do a lot of working with people. I do a lot of mentoring, talking to people, showing them what to do to align them to their purpose.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Great. Daniel.
Thank you, Mikali, for having me here. It's a great pleasure. My name is Pastor Daniel Nyundo, and I'm also in family counseling, as Yulene has stated. I have a desire for the boy child. In fact, I was wishing there would be more boys in the studio, but
they are
men. I am
in studio.
I am well able. Yeah, so
yes.
I have a passion for the boy child and just empowering them. I think we did a show with you about narcissistic abuse and all that.
Yes.
I'm also in that, so people can reach out.
Okay.
I'm also a family man, a husband, a father of 2. So I'm pleased to be here.
Great.
Yes.
So I've generally talked about what we are saying or what we will be tackling, but I'm just going to throw it out to you. This is our giveaway question. Just be part of the conversation and tell us what you think. Do you think there's disparity between how the boy is raised versus how the girl is raised? Do you think the girl child was more empowered? What are your thoughts on these particular topics, even as we hear what Yulene and Daniel have to say about it? Let's do tuanze wapi. Yulene, tuanze. Tuanze. Do you believe when people say that the girl child was more empowered, is more empowered than the boy child now, that fact is actually true?
I cannot say, I cannot differ or agree.
Okay.
Because when the girl child is being empowered, also the boy child is being empowered. Okay. Unless our boy child is busy looking at the girl child.
Instead of learning. Okay, I'll try B over here. Stuck on kikumalizia sentences, lest I'm being told.
I've started seeing red flags.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, the boy child is busy looking at the girl child being empowered and wondering why instead of embracing. And remember, at the Garden of Eden, when the woman was made, the girl child was made, she was made to look at instructions. We are submissive to listen and wait. So the boy child is busy looking at us and wondering why instead of speaking. The man was given power to speak. Fish, name. So what the man should do, if this girl child is not doing good, it's him to speak. God, look at my girl child. She's not being respectful. Give her respect. Don't go to her and tell her, hauna respect. No. God, give her respect. To the creator who created her. You don't go facing her. You go back to the creator.
Okay.
So you should embrace the girl child. So the man should embrace, because that's what he was told. Provide.
Daniel is smiling.
Yes. Provide, protect, love while we are waiting
Daniel,
for the instructions.
Do you agree with that statement?
I agree. Yes, I do agree. Sorry, man. Today we have to be honest and open.
Okay, let's do it.
In love.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue has come because the man has moved from his position. The original position that God ordained for him. And we are finding that there's been a vacuum. Like Pastor Yulene is saying, in the Garden of Eden, I wish Adam had advocated for Eve. Yes, something happened. But I wish he took his position. So we are seeing a time where the boy child has moved from his position. And there's so many factors that have contributed to that. One is that we're having the older man is not speaking to the younger man. Okay. So there's a vacuum in that place, and
because we'd be easily saying, my grandfathers, they used to do these things, but it's not happening. So that is one of the things that is not happening. There's
a huge vacuum, and one of the misconceptions is that the boy ought to know what to do.
Okay.
The boy needs to be taught. We are lacking in teachers. So the boy has, and that expectation that the boy needs to be strong, he needs to be okay. Mtoto akiwa mdogo, the boy child, anaambiwa nini, don't cry. Sort it out, fight, find your way. So when he doesn't know what to do, he recoils. There's that fear that comes upon him, because it's such a bad place for people to have an expectation of you, and you don't have answers.
Okay.
You don't have solutions. You don't know what to do. Maybe a father was missing in your life, an older person who can speak, because Mwikali, life is all about being directed, being shown, you know. For you women, like, look at the situation here.
Yes.
Two of you against one.
I am not.
No, I'm just giving an example.
But I hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, I hear you.
The way women work, and it's a thing of nature. One of the things that we also need to understand is that there's nature and there's nurture.
Yes.
The boy child and the girl child are two totally different species in their makeup. For boys, boys are all about testosterone. That is the thing that rules within them. What does that bring? It brings aggression, competition, and all that. So a man is a solitary being looking for position. But for women, they have lower testosterone. They have something called serotonin. That is the main hormone that is within them. What that does is there is that nurturing ability. So when women come together, it's all about building one another. When men come together, it's about competition, very quietly.
Okay.
So if I'm here and I'm speaking about my problems and there's another man, it's like, okay, at least I'm doing better. You know,
yes.
It's comparison.
So that is not how we work as women.
No.
Do you feel like, Pastor Yulin, and it would be probably a question from the menfolk, that women are now struggling or fighting to own spaces that actually belong to men? I just need you to give me a child. That's it. I can do all by myself. I can. I have money. I have status. I have, you know.
Now, even the I word is already bringing questions. Is it about you? I. The woman in society is supposed to learn to respect and honor. When you respect and honor, what happens? You are able to listen and to work very well according to where you are. Are you seeing, let's say, for example, let me give an example in the Bible. Queen Esther, she's a very good example. Did she go telling the king, excuse me, this Haman is the one who has done this? She took her time, strategy. This is my husband. From the beginning, when you look at her, when she was brought to the kingdom, she did not rush to go and make up herself the way the rest did. Where did she go? She went to the kitchen. What does this man eat? And afuliwa nguo aje? How are his clothes ironed? How are what? You see, this is a woman with strategy. She wants to win the man with strategy, with his way, watumbo, stomach. What does he eat? What does he do what? Then what does he do after fasting when she's told by the uncle, who is a man? You see, instructions from a man. You didn't don't go and sit. You need to fast. We need to pray to get our position. So this woman listens to instructions. That's what we should do. We have been placed in a place whereby we're not listening to our instructor that God brought and said he's our priest.
Okay.
We are busy doing our own instructions and not listening to the instructor God gave us, who is man.
Hey.
Heavy.
We are going to take a very short break, but I'm inviting all your comments on this conversation, because that is even how you get to walk away with a gift hamper. What are your sentiments about how the boy child is, the girl child is in society, how they were raised up, how they were empowered, how they live their lives? Do you feel that there's a struggle, a power struggle? Send all your questions to 111 We will be answering them when we come back from the break with Yulin and Daniel. Welcome back to Full Circle with Mwikali. A very good morning to you. I would like for you to just be part of this conversation, because it involves all of us today. It's about the boy child and the girl child. What are some of the misconceptions that are out there about these two genders? Do you think that there's a power struggle going on? Do you think we've tried to replace moja kwa nyingine? Is it even true? When we go back, I have Yulin and Daniel in studio. When we go back to some of the roles, say for example the Bible, inasema women we submit, and it's been misunderstood sometimes because there's something that the man is also said to do to the woman, so that the woman is able to, or probably I'm the one misleading people. But Daniel, Bible inasemaje?
Umenifix hapo. Yeah, it's true what you're saying. The Bible says that the husband should love the wife, and the wife should submit. So we are seeing this struggle. I think roles have been reversed. Like I was saying before, the man, kuna mahali kitu imepotea, and the man is not really too sure how to get back there. What has happened is that the woman has seen a gap, and she's now arising to fill it. But she's not naturally adept for that position. So what we're having is we're having women in that position who are bitter, who are hurting, who are, because she knows I'm doing something that ought to be done. Let's say in the scenario of a marriage, a husband who's not in that place of, leading, because a man ought to lead.
Yes.
Loving, see eros, inaitwaje kwa Greek, is it eros?
Eros.
Eros.
Yes, eros.
It's not the si maneno ya upendo na nini. Loving is leadership.
Yes.
Okay.
The man ought to lead.
Okay.
What has happened now is that the man has shifted his eyes to the woman. What can I do to get the woman? The idea now is to get the woman, not to love the woman. If you're to love a woman, you're to lead her. And leading is not dictatorship. Leading is by example. So it's the examples you set, the things that you say, the actions that you do. And now we're in an age where men are just speaking, but they're not doing. So the woman is not reconciling with.
So
yes,
you want
you're
me
saying
to submit
to lazy.
Lazy. You want me to submit to I am
Abusive.
paying the bill. Submit to kuchapwa, kutukanwa.
Yes.
That is what I'm supposed to submit to.
It's not adding up.
It is not.
So the woman, what happens? And like I said, for women are more solution driven.
Yeah.
So I may be here. We may be now. Let's say the two of you, and I'd be here with another man. We would talk about everything else except what we are going through. Yeah. But the both of you can sit and you can come up with a solution for something very deep. Because women are solution seekers. And especially when you come together, you're able to relate with one another. Your emotional adeptness is so high. So it helps you in that position. So the man is not in his position. The woman has a reason, and she's very bitter. So that's where the battle is coming in.
And Pastor Yulene, when we talk about submission, what does it mean exactly? Kwa sababu inakuwa confused huku nje. Boy child anatu confused.
Boy child anatu confused.
Yes.
Submission, it simply means to wait upon.
Okay.
Submission means to wait upon. I'm putting it in my own language and my own understanding. To wait upon means that you will remain at that position you have been given, because it's an authority. Do you know submission is an authority?
Sikusabiko kwa Bible.
Hapana. Ni authority tumepewa. Si ati tukusabiko kwa Bible. Ukiambiwa usubmit, hata wewe mwenyewe ukiwa kwa vitu zako, ukiwa submitted, you feel so good because you reach your deadlines.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you see things and words. It's up to you. Submission means you are liable to what you are doing, accountable to what you are doing, which is right and which is being looked down upon and being seen as good. That's what submission is all about. So when you look at it like that, how will you start looking for love and you'll just be loved? You'll just be doing what you're supposed to do as a woman. What are you supposed to do? Let me clean clothes. Let me just be happy with this man. This man God has given me. Don't look at this man as man. Look at what God has given you. You cannot change a man, but God changes men. When this man is not doing good, he's let's say he's teasing you. You cannot change him by telling him, go to God who made him before you talk to him. God, this man is giving me names. He's hurting my heart. The problem is we face
the man.
Yes. Go to his creator who creates. He's a creator. He will create an opportunity for you to be able to talk to him after he has cooled down. God will cool him down. He's the best cooler.
As I wait for this abusive man and I'm report kwa Mungu, sawa?
If he's abusing, now you're getting hotter. There's no in the Bible that has said when you're being beaten, you are beaten. When you are being beaten and it's not right, go and look for someone to talk to and ask. And if you don't feel like being beaten, just leave. It's not
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Okay.
Live and breathe fresh air and make your statement known. I don't want to be beaten.
Yes.
So will this continue or not? That's why we have chiefs. We have mentors. Can we use these people? What is happening here? We are not using the people God has given us around. We have pastors, mentors, chiefs, policemen. That's why all these things are, yeah, they're there
It's true.
for us to
You
use.
can see
It's true.
she's throwing daggers towards
I'm not throwing
I see.
Yes,
I
it is
see.
true.
Well, both of us, we just
Yes,
policeman.
petition
it is true.
message.
But also remember, girl child, even you can be done for the same thing.
That's
you don't
true.
go abusing
Yeah, true.
what
Yes.
the position God has given you to overthrow.
True.
But do you know all this started at the Garden of Eden? Adam was just watching this girl being told things and he never did anything. But you are forgetting Jesus Christ came and died on the cross. So I think what has happened, boy child forgot that Jesus Christ came and he was returned to do what he's supposed to do. Boy child needs to just get back and know he's a boy child, not shooting the girl child. If the girl child has grown and is not hearing, look for ways on how this girl go and look for help. We are here. We are counselors. We are here.
Yeah.
Go and look at the past. You know, women will like going to the past. Hey,
Yes.
date 20th, 2019.
1988. Awesome.
2019, you did this. And you know, men forget. If it is yesterday, he forgot. So all you do, as we are still remembering.
Someone here says, I am Wikali. Hi Wikali, I am Dee and I'm loving the show. The girl child from childhood, she's taught how to be a girl, to be a lady, and afterwards to be a woman and take care of the family. But for the boy child, yeye ni watch and learn.
That's
Do
true.
you agree with
That's
that?
true.
Yes, we do.
In fact, what is happening now? The girl child is being led. Leading means walking with somebody to the destination, but the boy child is being pointed. Ni uko.
Pambana na hali.
Enda uko. Ni pale. So the in between path, he's not empowered to know how to maneuver. You're just being shown it's there. A successful man is money. How do I make money? A successful
Status.
man is, you know, status. What is the path that I should follow? So it's happening quite a lot, and it's something that I've also been advocating for it much. These are things that need to be taught when this boy is very young. You need to Uska, don't tell the if you have a girl and a boy, treat them the same. Nurture them the same way. Teach them structures and values. They will naturally grow into who they are. But the structures and the values need to be the same. So kama una moja is crying and you're embracing one, don't embrace the girl. Now kijana mwambia, men don't cry, you know, put on a hard face.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that the boy child is being injured in that emotional place.
Yes.
So we are coiling a lot. We're seeing a lot of cases where the boy child is gone on the rampage and killing the girl. And
Yes.
let me say this, there is a thin line between love and hate.
Very thin.
The way you
Line.
love somebody
It's
is the
the
same
same
magnitude that you will hate. So the boy child has not been taught how to deal with his emotions. Why? At a young age, he was not told it's okay to cry. You know, my son, you've gone through pain. That is okay.
Yeah.
But you go through pain, you work it out, and you pick yourself up again. You know, don't get bitter. This is how you go about it. Or you want to get there, let me walk with you. You know, we need now men who can show younger men scars. You know, point out a scar, a wound. I was there. I went through it. This thing did not kill me. This is how you go about it. This is how you maneuver. Men have been placed in such a solitary place. That is where we are dying. That is where we are acting out. Another thing that is happening is that now the man's arsenal is finances. Let me tell you, finances does not make a man.
Nope.
Values do, structures do.
That's true.
So don't, as a man, don't lie to yourself that now if I have money, I'm okay. There are fundamental values that you need to pass down to your generation. God, like we're talking about God is a generational God. I love a story where he's very impressed with Abraham. Why? Because he says Abraham will teach his word to his children's children. There's a continuation that needs to happen. So money is good, but we need to instill values in the boy child. How do you treat a woman? You know, and I speak to the men out there. Well, makasiriko tuache.
Tuache.
This is a vulnerable species. Atasema, ataongea, you know. But for you, move from her, take a step and lead.
True.
Look for solutions. Work out yourself. When you get in a straight line, she'll follow.
That's true.
She will follow you regardless of the situation, what is happening. If you're going in the right place, she will follow. Let's turn away from engaging the girl child. It's not a war. In fact, it's a beauty to see that now the girl child is being empowered. We also now need to step up our game and take a step ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel like as women we put up walls, that we were sold the idea that men will hurt, men will do these things to you, men will do. So even as you grow up, you're like, I am protecting myself from species X.
The enemy.
The enemy is the man, and he is your husband, and, and the people you're seeing everywhere at workplace, school, and everywhere. We are building these walls because of our bringings, where we have come from, how we have been brought up. True or false? And then there's this thing I want to really talk about. At the Garden of Eden, the man was given what to do. He was told, provide, give, toil, do this. The woman was told, you will do your part. Yes. So now, when this man was given that, this is what I'm saying. If man is to go back to God and tell God, give me so that I give. Because the man here is a prophet to show you direction. The man here is a priest. He has been given authority with God to speak to him directly and tell him what he wants. He needs to give you a kingdom. Not just like a house, a kingdom.
Allah.
Yes, that's the work God has given him.
Yes.
Because God told him, everything on earth is yours. Authority, dominion.
Position
God has given, this is the word, it's not me.
Yes.
You've been given dominion. So this man is supposed to be so proud.
Yes.
To go to God and tell him, God, prove yourself in me. Then speak to the life of your wife. God, bless my wife. I bless, even though she's working beyond you, you just know what God is doing. Because God will start now showing you off through your wife.
Yeah.
You will embrace this woman. And automatic, you will love her. He has talked about love being, love is not at the unakumbati unafanya. Love is leadership.
Yes.
Example. Yes. So what example the man will give to the wife is the way the wife will give to the children. You know, it runs down.
Yeah.
So a woman building walls, she's building walls because she's growing knowing, this man is going to take my money. Wall number one.
This man is going to
this
earn
man
more.
Has no,
he will earn more.
He will be taking my check. While in the Garden of Eden, the man was told, don't look at her check, give her. Even though she has a check, he should provide in a way that even he pays her.
Pastor Yulin, are you saying that pesa yangu ni yangu?
Hapana.
Oh, okay.
Pesa yako ukipendwa na ufanyiwe vile inatakana kukua head afanye, utapata tu inatumika.
Yes.
Utapata tu unaitumika free. You'll be free because you're feeling there are no walls to put.
Okay.
I understand.
Yes.
You've been given your freedom in submission. And again, woman, stop waiting to be loved.
Allah. Hey, Pastor Yulin, what do you mean?
You know, when you're waiting to be loved,
yes,
you're already showing you're not being loved. So Shetani comes because you're waiting. Why are you doubting and you're married? What were you doing when you are courting?
Sasa
kizungumkuti.
Unaona venye nimelina wewe hapo sasa. So you if you're married, act like you're married, like you're loved.
Don't act, please.
Okay, sorry.
Do marriage. You left your parents' home, decided you've come to be married. You didn't come to try. Unless you're trying, because majority are trying. And then we have failed as women because we have not taught our children. Do you know our children don't know how to make chapo, don't know how to make rice. They're not washing dishes. Do you know marriages are not happening now?
Nimejikuna.
Body language,
Body language.
Yes.
Do you know we have forgotten all these things? And there's no home science in school. It was removed. Do you know, long time ago we used to live
home science
in school.
Wamerudisha.
Wamerudisha sahi. Because wameona it's needed.
Kuna shida.
Kuna shida. Sex education lazima ifundishwe. Haijakuwa ikifundishwa. You as a parent, what are you doing? The Bible has said, teach your children the ways of the Lord, so that it says so that they may not depart from this word. That means when a mistake a child does and you've been teaching your part, We call it simply means when a child does a mistake, they'll be remembered. Mom said when you tease somebody, you say sorry. I am sorry. There'll be that word that will stop him if you're always talking to them. So you are waiting for Sunday school teacher.
Sunday school.
So girl child, are you doing your work and you have a lot? Do you know when you're a helper, you do a lot of work more than the one?
That is true.
You have a lot of work to do. And we've been told we are solution people. So are you doing solutions or just looking at this man? You've been brought in this kingdom. Can you organize your kingdom?
Walete kingdom kwanza. Alafu tu organize your
kingdom. Don't have one bedroom, your one room. Kingdom is your one room. Anza kuiona ikiwa kingdom.
Anakunywa soda gani?
So unajua kuna kacha kulipisha hivi. Kuna mtu anasema let's involve God in all aspects and pray hard for the boy child.
Yes.
The rise of women does not mean the fall of man. Everyone is given equal opportunity to prove their worth.
Yes.
Hello, Mwikali, about the topic. I feel both men and women should be given equal opportunities. I feel like it's not a gender war, but a matter of taking responsibilities of their actions. Let's say in a rape scenario, not the gender should be blamed, but the offender.
Yeah.
I do agree women should be protected. Because we go through a lot, both men and women should create a safe place for each other and not gender wars. I totally agree.
Yes,
and love
totally.
it. Because then this goes ahead to kill the statement that everybody says, oh, men are angoa. You know.
True.
So, because it is not. It is not all men. We can't just be here labeling all men as.
Individuals.
It is individuals.
Yes.
This particular person did this to me or did this to the other person.
Yes.
Hapo ni point mzito hapo.
Bado mnatuma SMSs. Fire in studio. We're talking about boy-girl versus girl-child. And the things that have been set up to either help them or sometimes pull them down. The walls that we've built up as women and, you know, men also feeling like their space has been taken and being like, okay, sabasi fanyeni. Because we've also seen that there are men who are now comfortable to be taken care of. And they're okay with that kind of setup. They're actually looking for such kind of setups.
That is such a big disorder. I want to encourage the men. Your blessing is in going out and searching. You'd rather come back without anything. And like she's saying, there are certain moves that when you make, pesa ya mama itatoka bila, because you're naturally naturals. So anything that you build is for your family. But there needs to be a certain disposition that a man has that will, you know, activate that part. So if a man is being taken care of, you lose your position automatically. What will you say in that house? You lose your voice, you lose your let's say uko na watoto. What example are you teaching? So I want to encourage the men out there, go out. Just hata kama utatoka uende upambane, go and mpambane na, I heard in the previous discussion you were talking about the body language that happens in the matatu na nini. Enda upambane na watu kule nje. Rudi, come back, you sweated and all that. And like Pastor Yulin is saying, God honors, when a man takes a step, God honors that. God honors the positions. Because now what is happening is that the woman is rising, like I said, she's getting into a position where it's not naturally hers. And she's becoming bitter. You'll just see her doing things in the house, but there's bitterness. And now the boy child is complaining, sipendwi, you know, I'm not being given attention. I'm not, the root is there. The roles have been reversed. The woman is not feeling naturally in her place. So she won't do the things that are natural to her. But if we can get back to our natural places, then things will begin to flow. So I encourage men, by the take that step. Take that step,
A long time ago, boys were called by their fathers at night. While ladies were always told to go and sit to their mothers in the kitchen. Through those sittings, every gender got empowered in a one way or another. It should start at home, though. It should start at home through parents. This is Susan from Gilgil. Na nasema hampa ifike. I hear you, Susan. I hear you. What do you have to say about this? That we all got our teachings in different forms.
Yes, we did. And now we have forgotten, which is sad. And that's why we are coming out here right now, Daniel and I, trying to say we are here to walk. We want to start that journey with people.
Yes.
You want to start journey with men? I'm here doing for women, for girls, for young people, for youths. People, come out.
Yes.
Let's talk to our youths. Let's open our houses. Huh? Let's open our houses, women. Let's talk to our children. Let's bring children together. Take a cup of coffee. Tell them what is expected, the do's and the don'ts. Tell them what they are, what a man is. That is, a man is not there to be looked down. The good side, the good things. Yes. Not that you're supposed to, now that you've read, the man has not read, that is not a man. How can you bring such a man here? Huh? Hapana.
Tumekata. Yemeni. Final words. If we have like a minute, so 30 seconds, a word of encouragement that these institutions can work and things maybe that we need to do better as women and also as men.
Girl child. Hey. Let us look unto God.
Okay.
And let us enjoy the submission that God has given us. And hug the submission word. Submission word does not mean you're down or you're a dorag. It simply means you have authority that God has given you to submit, to wait upon the instructions from God.
Okay.
This man that you have been given, or the authority wherever you are. If you can work under somebody and you're doing your work or getting your paycheck, it's just the same thing.
Okay.
God's paycheck is beyond.
Awesome. Daniel.
For me, I just call out to the men. Men, let's move a bit away from the lady. We are concentrating too much on her in a negative way. Men, let's now come back to ourselves. Let's tujiite kama mkutano na tujiulize vitu zimeharibikia wapi.
Yes.
The men who have gone ahead, please, let us talk to the boy who's coming up. Let us empower them, let us teach them. Mwanaume si kuambiwa ni kukunywa pombe ama kufanya, you know, let's not give them the bad vices. Let's tell them responsibility is good.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, being able to take care of your family is good. So mine would just be a call to men. We need to, only men can save the boy child.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'll finish on that.
Okay. Social number, Yasimu, how people can get in touch. Like zero seconds.
You can get me. I'm on Facebook, Yulin Mirando Igobwa. My number is 0791 088 764. Come, we work together.
All social media platforms, Daniel Nyundo. Telephone number is 0724 94 9552. Sunday, you can get me at Donholm, Greenspan Mall. There's a motion cinema there. That's where we have church. Okay. You're welcome.
All right, great. And to the winners, we do not have time, so I'll just quickly read the last 3 digits and your name. Faith from Thika, your number ends on 9553. Abu from Rongai, 286. Susan Nyambura from Gilgil, 866. Laureen Achieng, 433. Mary from Odhiru, 562. Victor from Muranga, 456. Val from Meru, 662. Njoki from Nairobi, 695. Rachel from Kiambu, 955. Shelmith from Juja, 221. And those are the 20 gift hampers I had for you today. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back with the Couple Fitness.